Oh, just like I thought we were having a manly duel.
Yeah,
one-on-one.
really.
There was no honor to that situation whatsoever.
No, that was a core fight. That was a duel.
So as the panel was talking about pretty early on, Thompson is going to be playing in that mid lane matchup against Supreme. Exort Invoker for him.
I do think this is such a cool concept to run this IO as a carry and then have a support in the lane that you can pair up with, and then have a mid that you can pair up with in the mid game. Like it just seems like OG believes that this is the thing. Like this is just a broken thing, and if you can do it, I think they've had Wisp in all of their last like 7 or 8 games.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm kind of pointing to is that like they have so many, they're so fluent with IO at this point in time that they have a wealth of strategies to run with it, but they are IO strategies.
Yeah, and we were talking about that up in the green room. Maybe, you know, banning the Darkseer, I think that definitely was what made that last game look so hilariously good for them.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's OG, and so they clearly are going to have more IO strats than they have Darkseer strats, I would say. But is it better? That's the question.
Yeah. And besides OG's shift in strategy, how do you feel like Ninjas the Pajamas adjusted? Because obviously they had to guard. They left a lot of things left out in the pool, right? They banned the Darkseer, but they still had to guard against this strategy. What do you think they switched up from game 1 to game 2?
I like what you mentioned in the draft. Basically that they have this really solid team fight that's very difficult to run into. You can't just 5-man like maniacs into a Pangolier ult, into Invoker Cataclysm, into Phoenix Egg and Witch Doctor Stun. I mean, they have a lot of disruption basically for the 5-man. And so I guess we'll see if it pans out for them, because OG, they also have a lot of disruption, a lot of 5-man.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of the Pango into a lot of these IO matchups, and I'm sure Saberlight is too. After all, after yesterday's loss, he tweeted that, you know, it's just not the same playing off-lane heroes that aren't Pango. Plan is definitely, they've gotten 2 cores in the side lanes that can, at some point in time, feel okay being left alone. Though Charlie, he's not feeling so okay right now. He knows he's dead because mid one's relocating in. He was just hoping he'd get the kill on Seb, and Supreme clips him just perfectly enough that the IO didn't tank up the Sunstrike damage with him. Meanwhile, they did that one.
It's like a husband and wife thing.
Saberlight sitting up here on the high ground. Oh, missing his swashbuckle. He had his ultimate ready to go too, but I guess he really thought he was maybe going to be diving a bit. Saxa, well, he's immediately gone on by Charlie, but multiple TPs coming in from OG. Fortunately, the Soulbind doesn't really latch to anybody else, and Charlie's just going to go straight up for a TP out. It's going to be a close call, but the magic damage is too much for him to handle. Meanwhile, Seb, he gets taken out on the other side of things. Saberlight, though, is going to roll out of his Rolling Thunders. AO and Gyrocopter, there's some pretty fast cores.
Yeah.
They move around the map very quickly, so it's gonna be tough for Ninjas the Pajamas at times to stick onto them. Supreme gonna be caught here by Seb. The blink in, stun with the Inkswell. It is such a potent combo with these blink stunners. As you could see, they didn't even need the extra stun. If he had like 1,000 more HP, he probably still would have died.
Yeah, I think that's also just the utter most important hero to kill.
Oh, he was trying to go for the Rolling Thunder, but that was right as Seb chose to jump in, make his initiation, make himself loud and proud in the mid lane.
I mean, once you have the Blink Dagger, if you feel like you already have enough sustain, what do you really need on center? You don't buy a BKB, you know? You don't buy a Force Staff. Like, really, all you need is the Blink.
And silence on a Saberlight. It may spell his doom here as Seb comes in. That potent amount of damage, man. It is destroying Saberlight. And once again, I hate to say it, but he's having a rough one right now.
Yeah.
Last few times he's trying to get off the Rolling Thunder, he's just been a bit too slow. OG, they've been playing nice and fast as they move around the map, go from one kill to another. Is they're going to be able to catch Misha here? Supreme is somewhere in the location. No, he's not. He TP'd out to the other side of the map. He's like, nope, nope, nope. We are playing a game of hide and seek at this point in time. Well, he wouldn't be talking about this Pango anyway.
No. Let's not get into NA Dota lore here.
Misha in some trouble here as he's stuck inside this neutral camp, but really positioned himself quite nicely. midone will eventually get the kill, but he's in a nasty, stinky, unwinnable situation. He's surrounded by 4 heroes. Ninjas in pajamas, they finally get some real blood out there.
Don't really need items.
Okay, so they saw a bunch of heroes rotate up to top. They think maybe they could fight here, and then they kind of see Thompson in his full form, realize, wait a minute, that man's got a BKB, retreats, but it's too late. Thompson, he's already closed that gap, and now Seb is here as well with the rest of the team. The Soulbite's gonna go out, catching even more heroes, and now Ninjas in Pajamas, they're gonna have to fight around the Supernova, but the Supernova, it'll be dealt with so quickly with that hand on Midas Centaur. Tornado comes through, clipping a couple of heroes, man, and that Death Ward with the Maledict that was already up on Thompson, doing quite a large amount of work there, but all it does is force them back. It doesn't actually get any important kills. They kill Saksa, but that's going to be it. Meanwhile, they've lost 4 and maybe a 5th as Supreme still has the dust on him. Does he have anything he can invoke here to be able to get out? Stuck in a hole, but no way to survive. That's a team wipe there. 1 for 5 exchange to the...
A Dota Plus tip. Peasants tip with Dota Plus. At least give them Battle Pass points.
Take your word for it. Relocate in. Charlie, though, oh, he thought he was just going to be able to TP out. He doesn't have his BKB up yet, so he...
Yep.
And then now he's got a BKB, so he's like, well, once they put any real disables on me, I can deal with that as well. The BKB still on cooldown for now. He's going to get the Tornado EMP follow-up. The rest of his team, it's a little bit too far away. They're going to bounce back in, but they snatch the Soulbind onto the Invoker with the Panko, so they completely neutralize him, get the homing missile stun afterwards, and this is going to be a comeback here for the Invoker, but what can he do with his second life? He's going to pop his BKB, but that poor Sven, man, he just gets eaten alive by Thompson. A really nice ice wall, but Thompson zooms out of it pretty quickly, and now he's got his BKB up. Seb, he tried to put a halt to Supreme's retreat there. Look at him go, man. He's catching up to Era. Era thought, oh, please, the Icarus dive. Surely it's going to give me enough distance, but it won't. Thompson's a shark, and he'll hunt down these kills wherever he smells the blood to do so. If it comes all the way to the end of your fountain, he'll take it, and maybe even in the fountain. Of course he will. Thompson, calm down. What are you doing, you mad lad? Get out of there with the BKB TP once again. And we got a 14,000 net worth lead. And it's growing all the time because the Ninjas in Pajamas, they very rarely hold a whole lot of real estate. No Tail dropping some sprays on the ground while dodging tornadoes. Misha, he's going to be able to get the paralyzing cask. It's not going to land for very long, and missed initiation there from Seb. He's trying to blindly catch Charlie. Charlie pops his god strength. They're chasing after the Pango right now. Deafening Blast is going to push him away, but they still manage to finish off that team fighter. And look at the damage coming out from Thompson, man. Charlie, it just looks like he's being ignored as now the Supernova is going to be dealt with by the Gyrocopter. Charlie, it finally falls as he couldn't even kill midone. Supreme looking to finish him off with the Tornado, the Ice Wall, but no, the heals come in from No Tail. That is an ultra kill for the Chad Sun, and they didn't kill anything. Look, they're all ending on midone. This is just sad at this point in time. This is cyberbullying. This is
give them the Rampage. Oh, those are some good teammates. Those are some great teammates.
Well, shout out for Ninjas in Pajamas for giving him the Rampage as well.